I read the news on the newspaper about Portugal and about Cristiano Ronaldo, and they say CR7 broke down in floods of tears.
Floods of tears.
In floods of tears, like he cried a lot. Yeah, when he missed the penalty, we say missed penalty shootout.
He missed a penalty in the shootout.
Welcome back to IELTS back again, and today I'm very happy again to meet Aaron. And you are from?
From Sheffield, England.
And what are you doing at the moment?
I'm teaching English in Nam Ding in Vietnam.
Yeah, he's the best teacher, highly qualified, or I would say overqualified.
Maybe.
Maybe. He's got the CELTA as well. What is
Of course,
CELTA?
yeah. So CELTA is the Certificate of English Language Teaching, English language teaching to adults.
Wow, you know it. Bingo. So yeah, today you guys know that yesterday there's a football match between Portugal. Know it. Thanks to him, I used to pronounce Portugal, but thanks to Aaron, now I know how to pronounce correctly. Portugal. So between Portugal and Slovenia. So yesterday, I didn't watch, but even I'm a huge fan of Cristiano Ronaldo, CR7. But because on the match was at night, so that's why I couldn't watch. But I know the result, and then seeing CR7 Cristiano Ronaldo cry a lot, and it's really like hurt me.
That was close to home for you, yeah.
So it's really, people say that it's a really drama, 120 minutes match.
Yeah.
And but finally, Portugal moved to the next round in Euro 2024.
Yeah.
And that's why I came up with the content. Other ways to say when you cry a lot.
You don't need to say cry every time. It would be boring, yeah.
So let's
crack on.
Yeah, or we say, let's get the ball rolling. Right, so what would be number one, you think, when you want to say someone cry a lot?
When someone's crying a lot, I would say simply they are crying a lot.
So the basics level, the elementary, you just say, I cry a lot. Someone cries a lot. And the other way is?
Cry like a baby.
Cry like a baby. I think like English people really love baby, right? You guys say baby like for everything you say. Like, did you sleep well yesterday?
I did. I slept like a baby.
I slept like a baby. Not like I slept like
Yeah.
a lot. So if you cry like a baby means?
You cry a lot. Often babies will cry for 10 minutes at a time. Especially in England, they
Throw
cry.
a tantrum.
Exactly, yeah. Throw their toys out the pram. Yeah.
Throw the toys out of the pram.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. Right. And the next one is cry a river, I think.
Yeah.
Is it?
So this same again means to cry a lot. A river is a lot of water running fast, so you cry a river.
But you guys know that interesting fact that Aaron just told me that cry a river is not commonly used. Yeah. But actually people will say cry me a river. But the meaning is totally different.
Very different.
Very different. So would you mind explaining?
So let's have an example. Charlotte is crying. Charlotte is complaining. Oh, my coffee is cold. Oh, I'm hot. Oh, I need to go on holiday. Oh, I would say, oh, please, cry me a river.
Stop it.
Yes, stop. Don't stop complaining. Stop complaining.
Yeah. So you guys know that English people, they are very sarcastic,
Exactly.
full of sarcasm.
Very.
And they would mock you like, come on,
Cry me a river.
cry me a river. So thank you so much, Aaron. He's really enlightened me today about that. So guys, don't say cry a river. Not commonly used. Now the next one is
In tears.
in tears. Could be positive and negative.
Yes. No. This one in tears. Oh, sorry. Yes, it can be. Because you can cry when you're happy and sad. So if Charlotte is in tears, I will think, what made her sad? Is she Portugal win or Vietnam lose? I don't know. I'll have to ask.
Could be in her future wedding.
Exactly, yeah.
She will like in tears.
She'll be
in tears. Too happy. Right. Could be someone failed the test.
Exactly.
And they cry in tears. We say
Or,
cry.
no, You don't. When you say in tears, you don't need the word cry.
Right.
Because it implies they are crying. So you would say, he or she is in tears, or they are in tears. I was in tears. So you say in tears.
In tears, yeah. The next one is because I read the news on the newspaper about Portugal and about Cristiano Ronaldo, and they say CR7 broke down in floods of tears.
Floods of tears.
In floods of tears, like he cried a lot. Yeah, when he missed the penalty, we say missed penalty shootout.
He missed a penalty in the shootout.
He missed a penalty in the shootout. And then that's why I read that news and say, oh, I need to ask Aaron about that. Yeah. So that would be the great example for you guys to use in a sentence. But you also say we can separate.
Yeah. So this phrase is very interesting because there's two parts to it which can be used together or separate. So to break down, if I'm breaking down, I'll be very upset. I'll be crying. I'll be, I'm breaking down. And you can also say, I'm in floods of tears.
Wow.
I'm crying a lot,
Wow.
And you can use them together, as you said, break down in floods of tears.
I'm breaking down also means I'm crying.
Yes, exactly.
Wow.
Yeah. So it's interesting though, because you could say, my car has broke down, or I have broken down. I'm crying, or my car is broken.
Wow,
So, yeah.
Interesting. And the next one is burst into tears.
Burst into tears.
Means
So to quickly cry. So be fine and then suddenly cry a lot. Cry a lot. Burst into tears.
cry like a baby.
Cry like a baby.
The next one here we have a very good one, like shed a tear or shed tears.
I have left you.
So I think like we shed a tears like that. Not like you cry a lot, but like
Shed. Often said when you cry, maybe three tears. A little bit of water comes out your eye.
a little bit.
Yeah.
When you,
You
have
shed a tear.
When you have a farewell party with someone you really love, yeah. So
You might shed a tear.
shed a tear.
Yeah.
The next one is
Weep.
What is
So, I believe weep comes from the noise you make when you cry.
Really?
So, for instance, some people might cry. They are weeping. Who? It could be anyone. Maybe if England lose, I will start weeping. So it's
Whipping is like a lot or just few tears.
So weeping is a lot. So it's it's crying a lot. Yeah.
So let's come to the next one is sob.
Sob.
So he's sobbing.
Yeah.
Means
So sobbing is very similar to weep. It's crying. And if you have a sad story, you can also say a sob story. So
I need everything to stop.
for instance, this is not real. My sob story is my parents died when I was 1 year old.
right.
I was sobbing a lot when I was a child.
You have very good. You can see Aaron has a very good facial expression.
Professional actor.
Professional. actor. Who knows? He could be the future comedian.
Exactly. I could burst onto the scene and be a professional comedian.
Wow,
Yeah.
that's a great one. If you watch the previous episode, we talk about sport, and then you can link with that. Burst onto the scene.
Burst onto the scene.
Let's come to the final one. This is a very tricky word that he just taught me, and I don't even know how to pronounce in a proper way, which is
Ball.
ball. We sound like a ball.
Exactly the same pronunciation as a ball, but you would say, if you're crying, you would say, I'm bawling.
I'm bawling.
I'm bawling. So I'm bawling my eyes out.
A lot
You can
or-
say, yeah, it's a lot. Crying a lot.
Crying a lot.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Aaron. You see, he's like the walking encyclopedia. You know that idiom?
I know that.
Yeah, so like he's like the dictionary. I can ask him everything, and most importantly, that he has a very nice British accent. You can see very clear, and even though you are from,
Sheffield.
which is in the north,
Yeah.
but he has very clear accent. I can understand him perfectly.
Yeah.
So yeah, thank you so much, Aaron, again for spending your valuable time in sharing your knowledge to students, and I'm sure people will benefit a lot from you.
That's great.
Yeah.
Thank you very much, Charlotte.
Yeah. Make sure to subscribe our channel for more useful content, and you can have a chance to meet teacher Aaron more in the future or in the years to come. Thank you so much, guys. Much love. Bye. The next one, my pick is I suppose.
Yeah.
I suppose he's going to marry this year.
Yeah.
So I'm not really sure, but I suppose so.
Yeah. I suppose he'll marry this year
Right.
because we know he has a girlfriend. Yeah. I suppose.
I suppose.
Yeah.
Now, the next one, Aaron, please.
From where I stand.
That is formal, very formal. Right?
Yeah, I would say so.
From
Yeah.
where I stand.
You would say it in a debate.
In a debate. Right, example.
Yeah. From where I stand, Hanoi is a horrible place.
Oh my
Something
God.
like
don't
this.
say-
Of course, I'm not telling the truth.
Okay, the next one, I often use that for writing. I say, I'm of the opinion that. Very formal, you can even use for writing. So let's say, I'm of the opinion that city life offers more benefits. So I just argue him back. Now, next one, Aaron.
I tend to think that.
What's that?
So it means I usually think.
I usually
I often think.
Very easy.
Yeah.
As far as I'm concerned. Now, I just asked Aaron before. As far as I'm concerned, is it the same with as far as I know? Not really.
Not really. Almost.
Almost. Right. So first, yes.
The words concern and know are different. Concern is what you worry about. What
Right.
you're
So it's really, people say that it's a really drama, 120 minutes match. Yes.